Welcome everybody to the female event of the spring, the U18 Major Female Atlantic Challenge Cup. You're listening to iButton Sports here from RBC Ring C. A big one coming here. I'm Sean Crocker with the call here today, and we're right back in the mindset of hockey here in early May, and we are off and running here in the opening game of this tournament between Team New Brunswick and Team Newfoundland, as that one gets sent right back down. Down and below the goal. That one's going to be collected. Team New Brunswick on the forecheck here early. Trying to attack away here. Jennifer Murphy getting the start for Newfoundland today. She had an .880 save percentage and a 4.63 goals against in the regular season as that one goes down the distance. Chasing that one down is Sophie Urquhart. That's taken away by Culligan. Culligan will play that one ahead. That one's going to come right back. Plays it across. Works it in over the line. Dashes it in. Walks in, takes a shot that's steered aside by Murphy. That one comes right back up. Chanel Ouellette sends that one back in. Collected, sent up the wall and all the way back. Not enough for icing, so New Brunswick will collect. And maybe Somerville throws that one up. That one's going to get taken away and taken down. No call there. That one's going to come back the other way. That's going to get fired right back around by Lauren Ward. Back in deep along the wall. Takes it into the corner. Looking to center that one there, but she's going to get boxed out there by Gracie Penny, and Penny will get that one up for Ava Seymour. That one comes right back. Over the line. Comes right in. Off the wall. It's collected. Maëlle Rodier. That one's going to get taken away here by Brooklyn Dove. Dove battling for that one. That one's back up top, sending that one wide. Allison Blanchard in net for Hockey New Brunswick to start this one out. We get our first stoppage just under 2 minutes into this one, so a quick start for these two teams looking to make their imprint on a short tournament. Of course, a 3-game round robin. Top two teams punch their ticket to Sunday afternoon's final and a bronze medal game on Sunday morning. Taken down low, Jayla Matthews sends that one in deep, looking to center that one. That one gets taken away. Looking for a lane to move it up the wall. Instead, that one's back. Matthews looking for the puck there, but New Brunswick's going to break that out. Back in, over the line, passes across there, but they're going to try to push that one back out to the neutral zone. Matthews couldn't get a stick on it. Second chance comes up to the line. Once again, not out. Folkes plays that one ahead. Ringette plays that one across. That one's passed up. Comes right back, fired down. Collected by Murphy. She'll drop it off for Sharp. Taking that one away. That one's going to be stolen. Walks in, sending that one wide. Around the boards, New Brunswick back up top. Audrey Poirier taking a shot there. That one's going to be blocked on the way through. Comes down for Legier Davis. Davis tries to center that one, and that one's going to get taken away by Isabella Jack. Can't clear the zone. Back up top. Takes a shot. That one's kicked aside by Murphy. Rhea Culligan sends that one back in deep. One's collected by Newfoundland. They can't get that one back out. Culligan walks in, shoots, and Murphy tracking that one all the way through. Makes the stop here early on, weathering the storm. As New Brunswick comes shot out of a cannon here. 3 shots thus far. Face off out to the left of Murphy. Wilcott turns that one back for Urquhart. Right back, little backhand. There's Urquhart. Passing that one ahead. Tries to drop it back. There's Wilcott. Wilcott has it taken away. Collected now by New Brunswick. White looking to center that one. That one comes back and Folks will miss that one, and that one comes all the way down. Not quite enough for icing as that one comes in behind the net. Passes ahead. That one's going to be poked ahead. There's Ava Seymour. That's collected now. Newfoundland looking to go on the attack here. Blows a tire there, and they lose possession. Back up off the wall. That one's going to go down the distance, and that one will have enough for icing. So that one's going to come all the way back. So bit of an unforced error there by New Brunswick. Just quick off the hop to try to get that one out of the zone, and it's going to come all the way back for a defensive zone faceoff. Out to the left of Blanchard. Passes that one up to the line. Penny turns that one over, and that one comes all the way back. Passes it up. Ella Mead. Passes ahead off the wall. That's Dawson. Plays it right back, Mead. Right back, Ella Mead. Puck glued to her stick. This gets it right back over center. Now over the blue line. They take it right in. Here's Wilcott. Behind the net, looking to move it up. 5 minutes gone here in period number 1. Back up top, trying to work it down low. Looking for options. Back up to the point. Walks into one. Takes a shot there. Hits a body and goes just wide. Down into the near corner. Centers that one, and that one's going to pop up. Now Newfoundland gets a chance to get that one out, but they hold it in. Here comes New Brunswick. Trying to bust on through. Audrey Poirier, 44 points. In the Maritime Hockey League this year, as that one's passed up ahead, and that one gets fired right back in by Newfoundland. New Brunswick back on the attack. Leading in the shot column 5-1 here early on. Taking that one back, Penny. Plays it in behind the net. Up for Jack. Jack plays that one across. That one's almost broken up by New Brunswick. But Newfoundland will get it right back. Shea had the puck, but it gets shot right back in by New Brunswick. Lands right on the skate here of Legier Davis. Up top. Plays it down low. Kirsten McKinnon centers that one out in front. Redirected, and Murphy will kick that one away. And we'll cover that one up with the danger looming nearby. Bit of a frantic start here for New Brunswick. 5 shots thus far. Now we'll face off out to the right. Plays it across. Somerville. Sends that one down low. Back up, little backhand, plays it across. Trying to fire that one in. That one's right back around. Back in behind Hurley. Passes right across over center. Now over the blue line. That one comes right back, and Newfoundland can't corral it. Back the other way. Emily Thomas walks in, sending that one wide. Just past the left side of Hurley. Works it down low. There's Thomas. Thomas centering that one out in front. Chanel Cormier taking a shot there. Stopped by Hurley. Big rebound out in the slot, but Lily Spurl will clean that one up. He'll get a breakout there, but that one comes up to the line, and it gets shot right back in. So New Brunswick relentless on the forecheck. Already 6 offensive turnovers. As Urquhart will get pressed out along the wall. Picked up, played across. That one's poked ahead. Off the wall, Bootlier turns it over. Here comes Dawson. Marissa Dawson sending that one down low, but she's going to give it chase. Lauren Ward collects. Ringette plays that one back, and he gets played back around. He's getting that one through the neutralize, passed ahead, and that's going to miss the mark and go down the distance. So a couple of icings here for New Brunswick early on. They've largely controlled the pace of play. Just one shot thus far for Newfoundland. That's one back by Newfoundland and Labrador. Back up top. Tries to get a shot off there. That one comes away. Ella Mead. Works it back in down low. Mead takes a fall there. That one comes back the other way. Gets that one poked off a stick. A good defensive play by Sharp as that one gets sent back in. Back to collect it is Rhea Culligan, and that's turned over. Spinning and shooting. Ava Seymour had a chance. But she gets stonewalled there as Ouellette skates it back in. Taken away, and that one's going to be covered up by Hurley. Now a face-off out to their left. One back here by New Brunswick. Back up top. Audrey Poirier takes a shot, and that one's going to be gobbled right back up by Hurley, leaving no rebound. That one's once again back out to the left, so a redo here. Newfoundland and Labrador will collect that one. Spurl plays that one ahead, and that one's going to be a cross. Got a stick on that one, but it's taken right back. Flips it on a dime. Colpitts takes a shot there. That one's blocked. And behind the net, Legier Davis looking at her options. Gets it back up top. Sending that one down low is Culligan. Legier Davis in behind the net. Takes it back down. Centers it out in front. It's loose. Spins and drops that one off. And holding the fort there was the defense. New Brunswick will hold the line. Walks in, takes a shot. Hurley will reel that one in. Taking no chances there just before the midway mark of the period. So U18 Major Female Atlantic Challenge Cup. 80 of the best players from around Atlantic Canada here in Dartmouth this weekend. Collected by New Brunswick, back up top. Somerville takes a shot. That one's going to be kicked aside. Shot number 11 for New Brunswick as we reach the halfway mark of the period. Legier Davis gives that one off. Picking that one up is Thomas. Back in to pick it up is Grace White. White turning that one over, picked up by Jefford. Jefford will play that one ahead here for Thornhill. Thornhill sends that one in. Picked up now by New Brunswick. Takes that one over center and will fire that one in. They'll get a change in. Gracie Penny takes it in behind. She's got Sharp and she'll play it across for her. Sends it up the wall, but that's right to a New Brunswick attacker. McGrath takes a shot. That one stopped. A rebound in front, and Hurley will hop all over that one. 9:01 to go. It's been all New Brunswick thus far. 13-2 are the shots. One back by Urquhart. Sharp sends that one around the boards. collect it, Brooke Taylor. Passes it ahead. Chipped away, in alone shoots, and Hurley making the save there as Marianne Ringette just took that one away and almost buried that one. Brunswick's doing a great job at just forcing those turnovers, and that's maximizing a lot of their chances. Still yet to put one past Hurley. Back in off the stanchion there, and that one comes right back. Almost a break there for Newfoundland. That one's dumped right back in. Brooklyn Jefford. Passes ahead for Spurl. That one comes right back out, and a possible break there, but that's not going to be an icing. That one comes all the way back down. Chanel Cormier tries to pass that one up the wall. Here's Ella Mead. Puck's been glued to her stick whenever she's been on the ice. Spurl off the wall. Sends it down low. There's Dawson. Digging away for it. Pinned along the wall. Finally comes loose. Newfoundland and Labrador come away with it. Here's Spurl up top. Plays it across, and getting a stick on that one was the attacker up top. And it gets taken away. Redirected in and out of play. With 7:36 to go. Coming up after this one, Team Nova Scotia taking on PEI. Get that one. They're going to walk it in. Taken away. Here's New Brunswick. Walks in. Richard takes a shot. Flutters on Hurley almost. Takes a bounce there. Almost got one to go their way. Face-off coming back out to her left, and Katie Hurley, nothing short of spectacular here in the early going. Taking her out of the play was Sharp. Battling hard along the wall. She came out on top. Back across. Walks into one. Takes a shot. Sends it just wide. Trying to chop that one back out in front. But it's going to be Newfoundland that comes away with it. Chipping that one ahead. Matthews sends that one down the distance. That one will go down just enough for icing. Not quite enough to beat that one out. So another defensive zone draw for Newfoundland and Labrador. Sending that one right back in, Wilcott. Sending that one back for Sharp along the hashes now. Passes that one ahead. Matthews loses that one in, through the traffic, and New Brunswick comes away with it again. Taking a shot there, and that one's blocked on the way through. Collected now by Matthews. Firing that one in just wide, and Blanchard will cover that one up. Danger lurking in the weeds nearby, not giving them any chances. Just 2 shots in the period for Newfoundland and Labrador. One comes away, passes up. Skating with it is Ouellette. Sends it right back in. Back up top, played across, walks into one, takes a shot, and that one's going to be swallowed up by Hurley. Once again, tracking that one well through the traffic. Just trying to bide her time. Back up top, played across. McGrath sends that one down low, in behind the net. Collecting that one. Rodier back up top. Here's McGrath, takes a shot from the point, redirected, bounces just wide. Looked like that one had a chance. Battle ensues in the corner. The Bruins are coming away with it out in front. It's loose, and that one's going to be covered up. Whole pile of bodies stacking up on top of Hurley. No problem whatsoever. 5:22 to go. Shot number 17 for New Brunswick. Jefford battling for it there at the side of the net, and Hurley once again sharp on the doorstep. She had her post there, a little opening on the side, but it shot right down the middle. Able to make the save there. Back up, takes a shot, trying to get that one through the traffic was Audrey Poirier. That one comes right back off the wall. Chasing that one right back down. Back up to the point. It's held in here. Hockey Newfoundland looking for something here. Trying to center that one. That one gets taken right away, but that's poked free. Newfoundland will retain possession here, trying to center that one out in front, but that one gets poked away, and New Brunswick will collect. Poirier passed that one ahead. That one's up to the line. That one's onside. That one gets flipped right in. Hurley thought about hopping on that one. Lets them play on. Jefford finds the outlet there. Passed ahead. Bryn Power chooses not to pursue that one. That one comes right back up here for Legier Davis. Shot right back in. New Brunswick will go back to collect. Off the wall. Picked up by Legier Davis. Taken away, and Kirsten McKinnon will fire that one in. Goes all the way down the ice. I'll have just enough for an icing here. 3:54 to go here in period number one. Out to the right here of Hurley. One back by Newfoundland, looking to move that one up ice. Penny gets played in behind the net. Getting that one right back from Penny. Sharp tries to play that one ahead. That one shot right back in. Plays it up. Ella Mead plays it ahead. Seymour. She's in alone. Ava Seymour shoots. She scores. Shot number 3 of the period. That's all they needed. And Newfoundland weathers the storm and strikes first. And talk about weathering the storm there. 18 shots so far in this period for New Brunswick. But it's Newfoundland who strikes first. A break for Ava Seymour. And she's got the icebreaker here today. Walks in, and Hurley will gobble that one up. That's all they needed was just a little break there as that one shot right on. Rebound in front now, New Brunswick looking for a response. Still have momentum on their side, taking a shot there. Hurley makes a save, rebound in front. That one's chipped over the net as Lola Boutlier tried to take a chop at that one. Right back in, Lily Spurl plays it back. Off the boards, passed up, off the wall. Back up to the line, fires it in, and Hurley will once again cover that one up. So face-off will be out to the right of Hurley. Just shot number 3 of the period. Now Newfoundland looking to carry this one into the intermission. Fires it off the wall. There's Jack. Picked up, collected, walks in, shoots. Hurley makes the save. Backhand tries to get that one up to the line, not out. There's Sharp. Plays it in behind her net. Swings that one around here for Jack. Comes right back up top. Dogging her was Thornhill. Walks in, takes a shot. Blocked by the stick. Comes back up top, takes a shot there. That one's going to be kicked away. Rachel Folks gets it right back. Tries to get a shot off there. Good stick in the lane. Out in front, and that one gets cleared away. Netminder will come out to play that one. Passes it ahead. Here's Thomas. Playing that one in. Hurley! Looked like she bobbled that one. But with 1:36 to go, she'll cover it up. A little bit of a dangerous play. Kind of lost sight of that one. Took a little spin. Tipped right down, in behind the net, looking to swing it back out in front. There's Colpitts. Battling for it. Taking that one away, that's collected. Sophie Urquhart skating with it now. Minute 15 to go, plays that one ahead. Newfoundland looking for another break, centering that one. It was loose there for the taking. Out in front, hits a skate, bobbles, rebound in front. Comes right back in behind the net. Sheer Davis over the line, and that one will stifle her with 56 to go on an offside. Works it back in. Well, backhand across there by Dawson. Back for Jefford. Back in, picked up by New Brunswick. White. Up to the point, back up top. Bobbles it at the line, holds it, takes a shot there. Hurley makes the save and knocks it down with the glove. With 31.2 seconds remaining in the period. Shots 24-4 for New Brunswick. But they find themselves behind the 8 ball. Just got to stick on that one. That one's going to get bobbled and popped all the way out. New Brunswick Doubling back, looking to set up one last chance here to end the period. Comes right back. There's Somerville. Over the blue line, trying to walk on through. That one gets poked up. Not quite out. Back up to the line. Little back in there. That one's blocked on the way through. Trying to get another whack, but time will expire. So at the end of period number 1, as we head off for the flood, New Brunswick out shooting Newfoundland and Labrador 24-4. But it's the team from the Rock that lead 1-0 here heading into the intermission. You're listening to High Button Sports. We'll be right back for period number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 2 set to get underway. New Brunswick controlling the shot category handily, 24-4. But it's Davis Seymour of the U18 AAA Eastern Icebreakers who has the icebreaker today here. 1-0 Team Newfoundland. You're listening to High Button Sports from the RBC Center for the U18 Female Major Atlantic Challenge Cup. I'm Sean Crocker with the call here today. And now the first penalty of the game coming up, and it will be charged to New Brunswick. So already behind the 8 ball, they're going to find themselves shorthanded on a tripping call. And just a good job by the Newfoundland skater to keep her feet moving. And heading off 2 minutes for tripping is going to be Emily Thomas. So the first power play of the day for Newfoundland. Set to come right up here, looking to build on that lead as that one's won back and not able to hold that one in as that one comes right back. Jefford plays it across for Taylor. Over the line, Taylor drops it for Jefford. Back for Taylor. Along the hashes. Plays it right into the middle. That one's taken away, picked up, and sent down, but it's going to be knocked down. Play back across. Here's Jefford. Over the line. Takes that one and looking to center it. Back in the slot. Walks in. Takes a shot. I think Blushard got a pat on that one. Out in front. It's loose. Pops up. They score. A power play goal. And Newfoundland and Labrador lead 2-0. So behind the 8 ball, a penalty and a power play goal. Just a minute 1 in and 15 seconds into that power play. That's one back. Played across. Here's Dove. Takes that one away. Plays it ahead and poked up. New Brunswick, Ringette will play that one ahead. Centers that one out in front, and that one's going to be taken away there and covered up. Leah Thornhill with the credit on that one. And a good start to the period here for Newfoundland and Labrador. They were outshot 11-1 to start the game. New Brunswick looked like the hungrier team, but sometimes you weather the storm, you get your chances. And if you capitalize, that's trouble, especially for New Brunswick now. 24 shots, still trying to solve Hurley. That one's out in front, hits a skate. And we'll go into the near corner. Little backhand there. Taken away, back up top, trying to throw that one right back in. Collected. Trying to center that one's Marissa Richard. Back up top. Back along the wall. Walks in. Top of the circle. Takes a shot. That one's blocked on the way through. Collected here by Penny. Taken right back. Matthews trying to center that one. Picked up, works it right back. 2.5 minutes gone. Right back, played across. New Brunswick looking to flip that one on a dime. Here's Dag walking in, takes a shot. That one's going to be stopped up. Face off now to the left. That's one back. Chips it up all the way back, and they're going to chase it. Not enough for icing. Right back up. Newfoundland and Labrador hold the zone. Trying to work it in. Jefford holds the line. Plays it right back and sends it back around. Folks tries to push that one up. That one comes up to the wall, and it's held in as it's chipped up. Looking to center that one out in front. It's a skate, and Blanchard's going to hop all over that one. Danger lurking in the weeds nearby. Not going to take a chance. Already down by 2. Center getting kicked out of the dot, having a do-over here, and that one's one back, and play will resume. That one's in behind the net. Passes up. Grace White plays it across. Sharp chasing it back. Back off the wall. White plays it down low. Trying to chip that one ahead. Plays it across. Back up top. Walks in. Takes a shot there. Flutters on just wide. Gracie Penny gives that one back for Taylor. Sends it right back in behind the net. Julia Sharp plays it back for Penny. Up for Taylor. Taylor along the half wall looking for the breakout pass there. That one gets taken away. Shot right back in. But right back on the tape of Penny. That one's flipped up in the bench out of play. So we'll have a face-off here deep in the Newfoundland and Labrador zone. Just under 5 minutes in the second period. Sending that one in. Up to the line, but not out. Here's Somerville. Can't get a shot off there, trying to pass that one ahead. Now 5 minutes gone. Little backhand. That one's in the bench out of play. Face-off should be right outside. Looks like that will be the case. Plays it across. Tries to pass it ahead. Works it back down low. Somerville. Plays it in. Pass up, and Jefford misses that one. And that one's going to go all the way down as that one goes all the way back cleanly. So now another offensive zone face-off here for Newfoundland. Jefford couldn't hold the line. Foot race forward, a battle ensues. Back up to the line, but not out. Here's Ward, fires that one. And that one just misses on the far post. Comes right back, Dagg. Passes that one up for Boutlier. Collected, Richard. Passes up, that's all the way down. Picked up by Boutlier. Trying to center that one there, and that one's going to be taken aback. And a hooking call on the way. That one's going to be charged to Newfoundland and Labrador, so Marissa Dawson heading off for hooking. Now New Brunswick getting their first look on the power play. Newfoundland 1 for 1, trying to cut that lead back in half. It's taking it back. Here's New Brunswick. Audrey Poirier plays that one across. Cross ice pass. Back across, trying to get a shot off there was Thomas. Drops it back for Poirier. Audrey Poirier back up top, takes a shot there, trying to get a redirection, and that one will be stymied as Hurley saw that one all the way through. Out to the left now of Hurley. There's been nothing short of spectacular here. 26 saves thus far before the midway mark of the second as that one's rung around the boards and that one escapes. Poirier chasing it back. Dove steals that one. A shorthanded break here for Newfoundland and Labrador. That one comes up and Blanchard will cover it up. Taking a swipe at Dove, bearing over her. Now killing a penalty, an offensive zone draw, an opportunity for Newfoundland and Labrador to really keep their foot on the gas here. Tag in behind the net. Up for Somerville. Somerville almost gets stripped by Matthews. Almost losing possession there. Passes that one ahead off the boards, and that's going to be an icing charge here to the power play. Not what you want to see from the advantage. Wins it back. That one's picked up here. And behind the net, passes up. Trying to dash on through. Over the line, drops it back. Trying to get set up here, they do. Here's New Brunswick. Somerville walks in, takes a shot there. Steered aside by Hurley. Taken away, picks it up. Delayed penalty on the way here to Newfoundland. They're going to be shorthanded here, 5-on-3 for the next 34 seconds. As they'll touch up. That's a head contact. We'll see if that one's going to be 2 or 4. But now New Brunswick with a golden opportunity here. 34 seconds of 5-on-3. Going to look to get a quick one. So that one's just 2 minutes. Charge here to Julia Sharp. So a 5-on-3. Massive opportunity here. It comes knocking. Can they take advantage? It's one back. Here's Poirier. Poirier back in there, and bobbling that one is Emily Thomas. Back up for Poirier. Plays it across. 20 seconds to go on the 5-on-3 on the doorstep. She couldn't get it on her forehand as she walks in, passes cross ice. Back up top, taking a shot there. That one's blocked. Here's Poirier, shoots, and that one takes a hop. There on the doorstep, it's loose, and Hurley's going to hop on that one. But that one comes in behind the net. Back up top. Here's Poirier. Poirier back across, takes a shot there, tries to go up high. Hurley stops it short side, knocking the net off there. And back to 5-on-4 as Newfoundland and Labrador kills off that first penalty to Jefford. So now just back to 5-on-4. Back up top, Somerville plays it across. Back for Somerville, walks in, takes a shot on the doorstep, rebound, that one gets cleared. Back up top, Audrey Degg takes a shot, and that one's going to be steered aside by Hurley. Net comes off once again. Have to take a look at the pegs on that one. $11:40. Remaining here in period number 2. 2-0 the score for Newfoundland and Labrador, and the shots are up to 32-6 in favor of Team New Brunswick. You can see that New Brunswick flag flying in the left-hand part of the frame here as they look to rally their squad. Comes right back, picked up and fires it off the boards all the way down. 45 seconds left with the advantage. Here's Dagg, passes that one ahead. Turning it over and almost getting it back. Back the other way. Here comes Ella Mead. Skating it through the neutral zone. Walks in. Top of the circle. Couldn't rip one. Takes a shot there. Hurley makes the save and will reel that one in with 10:54 to go in the period. Back up top, takes a shot, flutters it on, hits a body in front, comes right back to the point. 3 seconds left on the power play. Time expires, so New Brunswick 0 for 2. With the advantage, plays it across. Takes it away and now knocked down. They wanted a call, not going to get it. That one comes back out to neutral ice and New Brunswick will have to reload. Back to 5-on-5 here. Newfoundland with a couple of big penalty kills there to keep themselves up by a pair. That one pops right back out in front, trying to take a whack at that one there with Bryn Power. Back up top, winds up, takes a shot, flutters it on. Blanchard will steer that one in behind. In behind the net, looking to wrap that one around. Back up top, Penny. Cross-ice pass. Walks in top of the circle, takes a shot. That one's blocked on the way through. Passes that one up. Here's White sending that one back in. Off the wall. That one comes right back to NB. There's Culligan playing that one and playing some pitch and catch here with Penny. Battle forward along the wall, and Brunswick will send it right back in. Hurley in behind the net. Here's Penny. Right back in, drops it off. Works it on, takes a shot. That one's blocked. There's Penny. Fires that one into the bench. And out of play with 8:17 to go here in the second period. New Brunswick still looking to find a way onto the board. Back up top, takes a shot from the point, redirected just wide. Sending that one in. Victoria Shea sends it in deep. Back up over the line, walks in, takes a shot. That one flutters and hits the glass in behind the net. Battling along the wall there in the corner, trying to kick it free. Puck comes loose there for a moment, and it comes right back up top. Dag couldn't hold the line. That one comes right back out. Off the boards. That one takes a hop there almost. Right onto the tape of the attacker who had a clear lane right through to the goal. That one gets shot right back around by Dag. Ava Wilcott. Battling for it now. That one comes free. There's Jefford. That one goes down the distance. That will be an icing here with 7:01 to go. Face off here out to the left of Hurley. 33 saves thus far. She's been stealing the show. Still just 6 for Newfoundland and Labrador. Gets that one back. Little backhand off the wall. Here's Ella Mead. Works it down. Seymour tries to drop it back. Penny skates over that one. That one's going to come back the other way. Off the wall, but Sharp's there to stem the tide. Off the boards. That one's going to go all the way down for another icing. So an unforced error there gives New Brunswick an opportunity with an offensive zone faceoff. They haven't made a whole lot with the opportunities they've had. They're going to have to find a way to break through here at some point. Picked up, tries to walk in and take a shot. Back up top. Shoots from the point, a rebound in front, trying to spin with that one, but Mead will take that one away. Works that one all the way back in. On the doorstep, that one's kicked away, and a big save there. Shot number 7 for Newfoundland and Labrador there as that one comes away. Off the boards, back up to Sharp there at the point. Skating ahead, that one's going to be stopped up. Penny drops it off, but no one there for it. Now foot races. Seymour will play that one around the boards. Racing in, New Brunswick retains possession here, trying to cut on through on the doorstep. Kick save, comes loose. Newfoundland and Labrador will fire that one off the boards. Won't have enough for icing. So New Brunswick will have to go back to collect. Backhand out there into open ice and a foot race for it. And New Brunswick's going to be the first one there. Sending that one just wide. Trying to pass that one ahead. No, penalty on the way. An interference call. That's going to be New Brunswick heading off shorthanded. So Audrey Daigle heads off. 5:03 to go in the second period. And another power play for Newfoundland. They're 1 for 1 with their opportunities here. Now they have a chance to go up 3-0 with just 7 shots to their name. And a big opportunity here. They converted. It was a bounce that just popped its way over Blanchard's head. Sometimes you got to be good to be lucky, though. They work that one in. Here's Sharp. Sending that one down to the hashes, back up top. Urquhart gives that one right back. Back for Sharp. Sharp sifts that one through. Almost got a redirection there from Dawson. Here's Urquhart. Switching up with Sharp. Urquhart drops it for Jefford. That one's poked free. Trying to send that one back the other way, but they're going to save that break there. But New Brunswick will get the clear, and they'll get a fresh unit out there. Here's Taylor. Over the line, trying to walk it through. Sends that one around. There's Urquhart. Up top, Wilcott takes a shot, sending that one wide. Back up the wall. Held in. Here's Spurl. Little backhand play there. Comes free. Off the boards and out. Spurl back to get that one. 35 seconds left at the advantage. Up for Wilcott. Plays it across. Up for Taylor. Moves it up. Here's Mead. Ella Mead giving that one chase. Bearing down on the defense. That one comes up. Here's Mead back along the wall. Gets that one across now for Wilcott. Comes out in front. That one's going to clunk off the side. With 2:59 to go. A successful kill for New Brunswick as they stay in striking distance within 2. But at some point, they're going to want to turn this offense into goals. They're going to have to convert at some point. With Katie Hurley standing on her head at the other end. It's not going to be easy. Time slowly winding down here as we approach the end of the second. Sharp passes that one ahead. That one's held in. Fires it back into the near corner. To the blue line. Right back. Can't find the target there, and that one's going to be fired and will be sent just wide. Plays it across. Top of the zone, walks into one, takes a shot. Rebound, Hurley makes a couple of saves. It's loose, and she's got it. She's going to cover up that rebound and a skirmish. After the whistle, and New Brunswick still having trouble converting as they approach 40 shots through 2 periods. Here's Mead. Back up and flips that one into the bench, so that one will come out of the zone. 1:42 to go. U18 Female Atlantic Challenge Cup here from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Lots of action going on in the high button realm now. Crew up in Montreal and the Pierrefonds Sportsplex for the Montreal Meltdown. Lots of high button action coming your way in the coming weeks. Just because it's spring doesn't mean there's no hockey. We got lots of it coming for you, and lots of it this weekend here from Dartmouth. 90 seconds to go in the period. Skates it over center, now over the blue line, walks in, tries to get a shot off there, and trying to poke that one free with 1:20 to go. Sends that one up the wall. Sends it right back in. It's collected Bootlier. .104 remaining. Offensive zone faceoff here for Newfoundland and Labrador. Maybe looking to tack on another one by the end of the frame. Last minute here. That one's passed ahead over the center ice line, now over the blue line. They'll dump that one in. Trying to work it down low. That one comes free. Spins and shoots. That one stopped. Rebound on the doorstep. A backhand off the side of the net as Hurley gets across, knocking that one off, but that one's off the side of the goal. An opportunity for New Brunswick to get one on the board, but they can't capitalize. A wide open net and Hurley lunging across. I'm not even sure if that was a factor. Ready to resume here with 33 seconds left in the period. Winds in to one and sends that one over the net. In behind. Time slowly ticking away, down to 5 seconds left, and time will run out here. So at the end of the period, once again, New Brunswick leading in the shot category by a massive margin. 38-9 are the shots. But Newfoundland and Labrador have the only markers on the board. 2-0 is the score as we head into the second intermission. We'll be right back for period number 3. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3 about to get underway here. Team Newfoundland and Labrador leading 2-0. But as New Brunswick controls the shots 38-9, they'll look to stem the tide and hold them off to get an improbable win here in game number 1 of the U18 Female Atlantic Challenge Cup. You're listening to High Button Sports here from RBC Center, rink number C. And a third period, a compelling one underway here. It was just off a broken play and a break where Ava Seymour was able to break the ice. And meanwhile, Leah Thornhill scored on the power play in period number 2 to give them a 2-0 lead. New Brunswick looking for a breakthrough of any kind here, as Blanchard will cover that one up. And the face-off will come out to her left. Nova Scotia versus PEI coming up next. Back up top, sends that one wide. Back in below the goal. Swings that one back up top. Plays it back. There's Spurl. Spurl sends that one towards the goal. I don't think that one found its way through, but just trying to sift one through a sea of bodies. That one comes back for Urquhart. Here's Spurl. That one's collected, trying to break that one out. Here's New Brunswick. They get that one taken away. Taylor trying to take a swipe at that one, but sending that one down is Rhea Culligan. Up for Power. Right back in. Here's Dove. Over the blue line, trying to cut on through. Taking that one back the other way. Emily Somerville over the line, trying to cut on through wide, but instead he takes that one into the corner. She's battling there now as reinforcements show up here for Newfoundland and Labrador. Up top, takes a shot there, redirected in front, stopped up by Hurley. As Barker gets that one up to the line, but not out, gets shot right back in. Back up top, walks in, takes a shot off the crossbar. Chance for New Brunswick, but they can't beat the iron, and they've done everything in this one but put one in the net. Works it down into the corner. Battling for it now, back up top, winds up, takes a shot there, and that one gets taken away. Back the other way now, skating up with it. Wilcott gets that one to the line, and will fire that one in as her squad gets a change. Back in behind the net, looking to center that one. Passes up, and that one's going to go all the way down. Will it have enough for icing? And it looks like it will as it takes a hop, and it's waved off last second, so no icing as that one swung around for Meade. Looking to pass that one up and out. Back across, foot race for it here. Ava Seymour looking to beat it out. She gets there in time. As that one gets turned over. 40 shots now for Team New Brunswick. Fires that one around. Passes up, Sharp. Finds Meade. She takes it right back. Taking a swipe at that one. Thomas drops that one off, takes a shot. Rebound is loose, couldn't handle that one as that hops on her stick. And that one's going to come right back out. Sends that one right back in, off the boards. Taken away now. Here comes Legier Davis, gets that one taken away from her, just out of the reach of Meade, trying to catch a break there. Up to the blue line, and we'll fire that one in from center. New Brunswick looking to cut that lead down. So carry that one through the neutral zone. Walks in, top of the zone. Back out in front, takes a hop there off the stick, and that one's going to be sent right back in by Audrey Poirier. Here's Jack. Plays that one off and turns it over. Looking for a centering pass there. Doesn't have the lane as it gets cut off and passed across there. And Culligan couldn't handle it. That one's going to come all the way back down as Blanchard will play it off. Off the wall. That one comes all the way back. Up top, winds up, takes a shot, redirected on, and that one's going to be stopped by Hurley. And face-off will be to her right. One back up top. Walks in, tries to get a shot off there. That one comes away, passed ahead. Off the wall, that'll go down the distance, but not nearly enough for icing as New Brunswick will have to go back to collect it with 5 minutes gone. Power skates right over that one. Wilcott joining the fray, trying to hold that one in. That one comes out right back to Urquhart. At center, tries to chop that one in. Passes it off the wall. That one's going to come all the way down. Blanchard will play it off. There's Sharp off the wall. Over the line, and that one's going to be offside. As New Brunswick looking to generate some offense there. Tries to send it off the boards. That one comes all the way down for Lola Boutlier. Pass across. There's Penny. Little backhand there. Trying to pass that one up. That one's taken away. Matthews skates right over it. There's Colpitts. Drops that one off. Here's Ouellette. Sends that one back down for Colpitts. Out in front. Almost got a stick on that one as Marianne Ringette. Almost got a piece of it. Ward fires it off the boards and back in. Plays it across for Spurl. Spurl fires that one around. Here's Seymour. Up for Dawson. Dawson skates it over center. Now over the blue line, trying to bust on through. And covering that one up is Blanchard, and a dust up after the whistle, and now a penalty on the way. I think that's going to be Newfoundland and Labrador getting the call on that one. Dawson's going to be heading off. So with 13:21 to go, a 2-minute power play. That one's charged to Marissa Dawson. 0 for 2 on the power play thus far. Looking to get some offense going. Jefford. Can't win the battle. That one comes back. Here's Culligan. Right into the middle. Back up top. There's Poirier. Along the hashes. Takes a shot there. Sends that one wide. That one comes right back around and will go down the distance for New Brunswick to collect. Sending that one back down the distance. Sending that one over center, now over the blue line, trying to work it through. Trying to get a shot off there. That one comes out in front and will be covered up. With 12:25 to go. Face off out to the right. Back up top. Here's Dag. Plays it across, walks in, takes a shot. Hurley makes the save as she has to battle through a pile of bodies in front of her. Now a face-off out to her left. Back up top. Dag plays it across, walks in, takes a shot. That one's blocked. That one comes free, and Mead works it up to the line, and that one comes out. There's Dag, gets it poked off her stick by Mead, and a great job by the penalty killers to keep that one 200 feet from their net. Back the other way over center, now over the blue line, trying to work it through. Mead takes that one away off the boards, and that one comes out. Plays it up. They hold the line, fires it off the boards. That one comes right back in. Trying to center that one. That one comes free. Collected now, back the other way. Trying to chip that one ahead. Dawson fresh out of the box. Newfoundland and Labrador threatening and couldn't find the lane in front. Great job by the defender there to break it up before it became an issue, as Ringette will find the breakout pass there. Sending that one ahead. Over the blue line, walks in, takes a shot, and that one's right into the padding of Hurley as Grace White threatened in transition. She had a lot of speed through the neutral zone, but couldn't find the lane to the net. Hurley doing a great job at just tracking pucks from distance and along the perimeter. That's really where they've held a lot of their shots too. As Seymour battling there, almost wins that one back. New Brunswick gets it, sends that one up all the way down the ice. Plays it up, Boutlier takes a shot there, flutters it on. That one hits a body on the way through, and Dawson will come away with it, passes it up for Mead. Sends that one in. Newfoundland and Labrador now allowed a change. That one comes up to the line, and that one's delayed offside. And Penny will force the matter there. And that one gets blown down, so 10:18 to go. Still looking for that icebreaker. Penny passes that one ahead. Here's Sharp. Battling along here. Legier Davis out in front. Rebound is loose. Stopped by Hurley. Comes right back around. Trying to pass that up. Less than 10 minutes to go here in period number 3. Here's Penny. Around the boards. One gets sent right back here. Here's Jack. Trying to send that one up the wall. Right back down low. Here's Colpitts. A little back in there, up to the line and out. Plays that one back. They're going to retain possession here. Poirier walks in, takes a shot there. Stopped by Hurley. Rebound in the slot, trying to get a whack at that one. Comes back out of top. Here's Colpitts. Gets her right back for Poirier, and that one's going to end up out of play with 8:55 to go. Walks in, sends that one out in front. A rebound is loose and couldn't bury it. It looks like she got a stick on that one. Nothing doing there. Back the other way now, skating with it. Walks in, out in front, shoots, they score! Urquhart let that one go from distance, and Sophie Urquhart puts an exclamation on it for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. Welcome to the double-digit shot category, shot number 10, but goal number 3. They lead 3-0. They haven't threatened from distance a whole lot. And Sophie Urquhart, no mistake, a blast from a few feet above the circle. As Jefford rings that one around. Swings that one in, and that one's going to go out of play. With 8:05 to go. That one's going to come all the way back. Swings that one around the boards. Drops it off. Here's Power trying to pass it ahead. Works it over White. Turns it away. Back over. Walks in. Trying to bust on through, and Hurley will poke that one aside. Taken down, and a call on the way here. So New Brunswick 0 for 3 on the power play here. They'll get a chance to put one, maybe claw their way back into this. Wilcott heading off. 2 minutes for tripping. That's a timeout for Team New Brunswick, just trying to get their bearings in a row here for this power play. The story of the game has been all attack from New Brunswick from all angles. They've taken a lot of shots from the perimeter and from distance and haven't been able to beat Katie Hurley when they've really had the chance to. A few close calls, a bounce just here and there. It's a different game, but nonetheless, Newfoundland and Labrador did a great job early of stemming the tide and weathering that storm. You could tell New Brunswick came ready to play. And they've done everything but put one in the back of the net. Face off to the left of Hurley. That one's one back. Here's Jefford. Swinging that one around back up the boards, and that one's going to be held in. Walks in, tries to center that one. Comes right back up top. Here's Poirier. Audrey Poirier. Plays it along the wall here for Culligan. Culligan trying to center that one. That one gets sent rink wide here. Back up top. Here's Poirier. Drops it back. Top of the circle. Walks in. Takes a shot. Rebound is loose in front. And it goes back in behind the net. Grace White. Gives it back for Ward. Ward for Culligan. Culligan back up top. Poirier. Plays it along to the hashes here. Centers that one in front, and that one goes wide, and that one's off the boards, and that one will come up to the line, but not out. Poirier sending that one down, and that one's poked off her stick, off the boards, and that one will exit the zone, courtesy of Matthews. Down the distance here. Net empty for New Brunswick. 6:15 to go, but a 6-on-4 as that one's off the boards. Back to center, over the blue line, trying to work it in. Back up to the point, winds up, takes a shot there, steered aside by Hurley, save number 50. Walks in, takes a shot that hits a body, goes wide. In below the goal, spins it back out in front, spins and shoots, hits a skate, rebound in front, couldn't get a stick on that one. Back up top, they hold the line here, towing it in, takes a shot there, redirected on the doorstep, shoots off the goalpost. Looking for Twine, but comes up with iron. It's a foot race, and Urquhart will beat that one out. Back out in front, spins and fires that one on the doorstep, and redirecting that one home is Brooke Taylor. And the empty netter makes it 4-0 for Newfoundland and Labrador. So a frantic sequence. And with 5:18 to go, Newfoundland and Labrador looks poised to steal game number 1 of the Female Atlantic Challenge Cup. Taken away, stolen off here by New Brunswick. Foot still on the gas here, looking to make something happen. Trying to build on some of this positive momentum. Back up to the wall. Back up top. Back up to the point now. Sends it back to the hashes, takes a shot that hits a stick and will go into the near corner here. Passes up, here's Dawson. Works it over the line and that one's offside. 4.5 to go. Team Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island up next. Not going to want to miss that. We got that for you right here at High Button Sports. Make sure to catch some of the action over at the Montreal Meltdown. Pure Fun Sportsplex, some of the best hockey of the spring this weekend out here in Dartmouth and, of course, in Montreal. Tournament lasting for 6 weeks. That one's right back, stolen away. Spins that one out in front, shoots, and Hurley makes the save. Rebound, and that one's going to be stopped up. Hurley looking for that one. Loose, still digging for it. That one comes free, and now a penalty on the way, maybe a few. Looks like it's just the one. It's the head contact. It's going to be charged to Shea. 3:57 to go, and another power play for New Brunswick. 0 for 4 on the day. That's a 4-minute power play. Plays it back, Poirier. Across here. Finds her target, takes a shot, that one's blocked. In the equipment of Spurl. That one's passed up, and that one comes all the way back. Skating that one through. Poirier drops it off. Pass across. Walks into one, takes a shot off the outside of the goal, kicks it right back to herself. Here's Jefford. Drops it off in behind the net. Plays it across, back up top, Poirier. Right back in, top of the zone. Looking for a lane to shoot. She might have one here, passes across instead. Fakes the drop, walks in, takes a shot, sends that one just wide. Foot race forward, and she just gets there in time to hold the line as Culligan will send it back. Culligan gets it right back. Here's Poirier. Back for Culligan. Tries to get one through there. That hits a stick. They hold the line, gets a stick in the lane there, takes a shot there, stopping. Hurley makes the save. A rebound, trying to drag that one through, and Hurley shuts the door. "54 saves for Katie Hurley. What a showing for Newfoundland here. Sends that one all the way down. Back to collect that one. New Brunswick as they'll pass that one up. Works that one right back. Boutlier gets that one up. Ward plays it across. Gets it right back for Boutlier. Skating that one through, drops it off. Off the wall, just out of the reach of Boutlier now. In behind the net, here's Sharp. Minute 40 to go. 100 seconds as that one's flipped up. That'll go down the distance, but icing's waved off. Time slowly starting to tick away. That one's passed ahead. A foot race for it now. Here's Richard. Looking for a centering pass, waiting for reinforcements, and that one comes up in Somerville. Couldn't hang on to it. Audrey Dagg passes that one ahead. Over the blue line, walks in. Tries to get a shot off there. That one comes free. Last minute here in period number 3. Pass across, takes a shot, redirected just wide, and a toe save there from Hurley. Walks in, top of the circle, takes a shot. That one's blocked on the way through. Rebound, trying to dig it backhand. They score. A shutout buster there. And a power play goal. New Brunswick on the board with just 45.1 seconds remaining. And shot number 56, they finally break through. I think that was Audrey Dagg who got credit for that. Looks like Rachel Folks gets that one right there on the doorstep, 45.1. Shots are 56-11. They're finally able to solve Hurley. But it looks to be too little too late. As Spurl gets that one. Passes that one up. Sending that wide. Less than 30 seconds left. Plays that one off the back wall. Spurl gives that one here for Jefford. Jefford turns that one over. Chance in front. Can't get a shot off there. Rebound is loose, and Hurley will cover that up with 13.1 to go. And she'll have a face-off out to her left. Stick with us for the action coming later tonight. Nova Scotia versus PEI. Should be a great game. Lots of players familiar from regular season play. That one's in behind the net. Looking to swing that one back out in front. Up at the top of the slot, pops up, and Hurley gloves it down with 1.2 seconds to go. And 57 saves for Katie Hurley. Almost certainly the first star of this one. And a puck drop to make it a formality. They were outshot, but it didn't matter. Team Newfoundland and Labrador found a way to put 4 past New Brunswick, and they take game number 1 of the U18 Female Atlantic Challenge Cup 4-1 against the odds, but they find a way to make it happen. You've been listening to High Button Sports for this one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stick with us. Nova Scotia versus PEI coming up next. Looks like we got a player of the game presentation on the way here. Stick with us. We'll bring you that. Chantel Ouellette, player of the game honors for Team New Brunswick. And of course, Katie Hurley, 57 saves. Most certainly the first star of the game and player of the game honor for Newfoundland and Labrador. 4-1 is the final score. Stick with us. Game number 2 on the way.